been the most watched show on television over the past half-decade. However, it's had its fair share of problems behind the scenes. Today, I want to talk about how The Walking Dead, which just returned for the second half of its 6th season, had issues with writers, budgeting, I want to take a look at its ratings through the years, and more. Let's jump right into the history of The Walking Dead on television.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I can't go on.
The Walking Dead was first created by comic book writer Robert Kirkman in the early 2000s for Image Comics. Prior to The Walking Dead, Kirkman created low-profile comics Battle Pope and Invincible, and Image's best-known comic series was Spawn. Image was initially hesitant to pick up The Walking Dead as a comic book series, so to sweeten the concept, Kirkman pitched a conspiracy plot involving aliens, which he secretly never intended to uphold. Image signed off on the concept, and the first issue debuted in October of 2003. In August of 2009, it was reported that AMC was looking to adapt the comic book and that the network wanted multiple-time Academy Award nominee Frank Darabont to helm the show. Darabont at the time was best known for directing The Shawshank Redemption and Green Mile, as well as horror films including recent cult classic The Mist. All three of those films, by the way, are adapted from the works of one Stephen King. Shortly after this announcement, reports surfaced that there was a competing bid for a Walking Dead show from HBO, and that show would have been helmed by genre film extraordinaire Guillermo del Toro. Ultimately, the project was won by AMC. AMC moved quickly with the property. In January of 2010, a pilot episode was ordered, and 2 months later, before filming on the pilot even started, AMC picked up the show for a 6-episode season and ordered a second season before the show debuted. One of the first production choices for the show was to shoot on 16mm film, seldom used in television these days, giving the show a dark, gritty texture. To bring the show's zombies to life, producers turned to industry legend Greg Nicotero, who served as a makeup artist on George Romero's original Day of the Dead in 1985, as well as dozens of superhero, horror, action, and drama films throughout the past couple decades, including working with Frank Darabont. AMC launched a global promotional campaign for the show, including staged zombie invasions in New York, London, Rome, Sao Paulo, and many more cities across the world in the weeks prior to the show's premiere. The show premiered on Halloween night, a Sunday in 2010, and the next morning, AMC celebrated with ratings showing the biggest show launch in the history of their network, with 5.3 million viewers tuning in to the premiere. The short first season maintained the audience, with the finale having an uptick with 6 million viewers, and the first season overall averaging 5.2 million per episode. And from here on out, it was smooth sailing for what would become the most watched show on television. Smooth sailing at least until December 1st, 2010, when the first in a long series of unfortunate events that would lead to Darabont's eventual departure kicked off. On December 1st, Deadline reported that Darabont had fired his entire writer's room for the first season and was planning on using freelance writers in the second season. At the time, Kirkman revealed that Darabont was only intending to work on the first season of The Walking Dead before handing the show off to longtime television writer Charles Eglee, who previously worked on Dexter and The Shield. However, Darabont's intent to continue with The Walking Dead led to Eglee's departure, along with other writers. For the first half of 2011, production of The Walking Dead's second season appeared to be going smoothly. However, behind the scenes, AMC was pressuring Darabont to produce more episodes of the show with a lower budget. AMC, a cable channel whose increase in original shows created financial issues, had a public fiasco with Mad Men creator Matt Weiner in March of 2011, when AMC demanded budget cuts for the critically acclaimed program. The two parties reached a compromise, including shorter episode lengths to allow for more commercials, but it was clear there was a finance versus artistic freedom battle happening at the network. Despite The Walking Dead being the network's most successful show and the first season having some of the best ratings ever seen on any cable station, AMC still wanted to slash the budget by 20%. As the second season began in June of 2011, Darabont hoped for a resolution with the network and was still fully committed to The Walking Dead's future. However, a couple days after Comic-Con in July, which Darabont was present for, the showrunner was fired from the network in a stunning move interpreted as corporate greed. Cast members were told to remain silent on the issue. Darabont was replaced by Glenn Mazzara, who previously worked on The Shield and developed Star's first original program, Crash. Mazzara worked with Darabont on the show's first season and was the second of command in production until Darabont's departure. One of the factors leading to Darabont's departure was the intended second season premiere, Miles Behind Us, which was almost entirely discarded due to unusable footage. With over $2 million in sunk costs, the 15 minutes of usable footage was merged into the second episode, What Lies Ahead, which aired as an extended premiere. For the second season and moving forward, the show's budget was reduced from around $3.4 million to $2.7 million. Additionally, the show no longer had the benefit of a tax credit from shooting in Atlanta, as the network pocketed the spare change. Bizarro completed the show's second season, which debuted in October 2011 with 7 episodes, followed by another 6 episodes in February and March of 2012. The second season averaged 6.9 million viewers, once again breaking records for AMC and cable television overall. Debuting with the second season was a live talk show hosted by Chris Hardwick, airing weekly after The Walking Dead. In its first year, Talking Dead had around 1 million viewers an episode, except for the finale with 4.3 million viewers. Viewership would increase to a consistent 3 to 6 million viewers each episode in later years. The third season continued the split fall-spring airing schedule, with the amount of episodes increased from 13 to 16. Mazzara continued with the show in the third season, but like Darabout, came into disagreement with both Kirkman and AMC executives with the direction the show should take. On December 21st, 2012, Mazzara and AMC mutually parted ways, and reports over the following months revealed more power struggles between the many cooks in the proverbial kitchen.
Too many cooks, too many cooks.
While writers come and go in television shows all the time, the showrunners are supposed to serve as an anchor of stability for the show, and seeing this revolving door of showrunners so early in The Walking Dead's lifespan was worrying. Despite the production issues, The Walking Dead's third season saw ratings increase to an average of 10.4 million viewers per episode. Mazzara was replaced by Scott Gimple, creator of cult classic children's animated show Fillmore, in early 2013. With Gimple, The Walking Dead finally found stability at the showrunner position, as Gimple was a good median between the show's financial and creative forces. Gimple pledged to keep the show more in line with Kirkman's comic book. Gimple's first season as showrunner, the show's fourth, premiered in October of 2013 and averaged 13.3 million viewers. In September of 2013, AMC announced the development of a spin-off program which would eventually become Fear the Walking Dead. The spin-off would focus on a new set of characters created by Kirkman in the early days of the zombie outbreak. The concept was developed over the following year by Sons of Anarchy writer Dave Erickson. The Mothership's 5th season premiere hit astronomical heights for the show, with 17.3 million viewers tuning in. The season overall would average 14.4 million viewers per episode. Additionally, during its 4th and 5th seasons, The Walking Dead had the most viewership of any show on television, broadcast or cable, in the key demographic of 18 to 49-year-old viewers. Fear was ordered to pilot in September of 2014 and was filmed in January and February of 2015 in Los Angeles. In March, AMC picked up the show for 2 seasons, the first being 6 episodes matching the Mothership's first season. The remainder of the first season was filmed in Vancouver, and the upcoming second season was filmed in Baja, Mexico. Fear premiered on August 23, 2015 to an audience of 10.1 million viewers, the most watched premiere in the history of cable. However, ratings dipped to an still impressive 6.8 million viewers by the season finale, and its average viewership of 7.6 million viewers was higher than the first season of The Walking Dead's 5.2 million average. Shortly after the first season of Fear concluded, The Walking Dead returned to lower ratings. For the first time in the show's history, the season premiere dropped from the year prior. Still, 14.6 million viewers is a phenomenal number any other show would dream to have. And there you go, that's your look at The Walking Dead's production history from formation all the way up until now. I hope you enjoyed this look at The Walking Dead as much as I enjoyed making it. Please, let's have a conversation in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so, and stay tuned for more here on TVJunkie. Before I go, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to me over the past couple of days. I've had a big jump. I'm now at about 825 subscribers, and I'm quickly approaching the 1-year anniversary of my channel. Middle of March will be 1 year, and it looks like it'll intersect with 1,000 subscribers. So I'm planning a lot. I am planning a lot for a 1-year, 1,000 subscriber celebration. Stay tuned for more on that.
You got too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks.